Hello, is this Minty Dragons?
It is, hello.
Oh my god. She sounds just like I do. That's really humiliating.
Oh god,
really,
sorry.
I won't do that again. What's that?
Sorry, I was on two things at once.
Well, you thought you were hearing your voice twice, but it was just me.
Yes, exactly. You're doing a perfect impression right now.
That's what's happening. Right, sorted. Does that sound good or really, really bad?
Really excellently good.
I knew it. I knew it. Anyway, yeah, what brings you here? What's your favorite MLK moment?
Probably when he dumped all the tea in the harbor. That's my favorite bit. That's American history, right?
I think
that was George Washington.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of what's his name? The guy, the John Smith or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, but Martin Luther King might have been there. Is he in Pocahontas?
Probably. I think he was one of the background characters in Pocahontas.
Yeah, he was like a. Yeah, I think that was like a prequel. Did you like the movie Pocahontas? In all honesty,
I do. I really love that movie.
I think a lot of girls liked that movie, but I didn't know a lot of guys that did.
I can't remember the last time I've seen it, even if I've even seen it all the way through.
Yeah. You know, and I feel like that was right on the heels of Lion King, and that's like a boy. I mean, everyone likes Lion King, I think, but that was really with boys. Any father-son stuff, you'll get guys. Mm. But Pocahontas, I remember a lot of dudes being like, I'm out.
Yeah, I watched it, I hadn't seen it for a really long time, and then I watched it a couple of years ago, and I watched it in the dark, in the middle of the night, with my earphones in. I was literally crying. I was so
God, were you
by the end.
were painting with the colors of the wind, weren't you?
Painting with the colors of my tears. It was a sad film.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to bring up that sad time.
It's okay.
Did you have a question beyond your MLK moment, or what do you think?
I didn't actually. I was just quite excited to talk to you, really.
Oh, wow. Have you called in before? I can't remember.
No.
Never?
No, this is the first time. It's like 20 to 7 in the morning here.
Oh my god, why are you awake?
I got a bit ill earlier on Sunday night, and I was feeling like a bit rubbish, so I went to sleep really early, and then I just stayed up playing Tales of the Abyss.
I could tell you're not faking the accent because you said a bit rubbish. Yep. That was this whole time I'm like, you know what? This whole thing could have been a farce all this time. But a bit rubbish. No one else would say that.
And the time. You said the time. 22 something.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
No, that's cool. I thought you had called, for some reason I thought you had called in before.
No, this is the first time I've been able to.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, I'm sorry. What was the game you were playing?
Tales of the Abyss.
Tales of the Abyss. Did that just come out?
No, it's been out on. It was a PS2 game that they ported to the 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I only just got a 3DS for Christmas, so I've been really looking forward to playing it, actually. It's not as good as Vesperia. I thought Vesperia was way better.
I missed out on all those Tales games, but my brother loved them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He was big on those.
I really love them. Me and my friends play them, so...
Yeah, I just missed that entirely. What is big in the UK right now, in terms of games? Is it like the same as over here, or is there something over there that's like...
Not really. I think Call of Duty.
I felt like when I can't say like we were in Scotland for a while, and I remember thinking like, oh, what's gonna be, it's gonna be so different, and just in terms of, because we were working with video game people, and I was thinking like, what's gonna be different about being there, and it like wasn't. It was like, so what does everyone play? Oh yeah, we all play Xbox. Well, yeah, but like on like what? And it was Call of Duty and Halo, and it was like, oh, really? Okay. Like at least when I go over to Japan, it's like, I know there's Monster Hunter here in some capacity, but over there it's like, there's giant statues of cats from Monster Hunter. Like, oh my god, there's buildings dedicated to Monster Hunter, and like in the UK, I was like, oh, there's not really anything different.
We don't really have any Monster Hunter buildings, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm sorry. I assume that.
I'm sorry too. I went to Japan last year and I saw loads of Iroh stuff and I thought, oh, it's so cute everywhere. I love all this stuff. It was lovely.
Yeah, that's cool. What, were you just there for fun, or?
My friend Jess went to Japan for a year, because she did Japanese at university, so she was studying there, and I went to visit her because I actually won a travel voucher for like
Wow.
£500, so
Dude.
I had the chance to go over, so it was really good.
Wow, that's really cool.
I was really lucky.
That's funny. We all still have travel vouchers.
Yeah.
They screwed up. There's an airline over here that's like the worst, United, and they fouled up our flights to PAX East so bad that I think we can fly for free for a very long time, but only with them, and I never want to fly with them, so I've never.
Oh, shame.
Because everybody I've talked to in the past like 6 months has lost their luggage through them. It's like, well,
Oh
I don't want to use them.
Yeah.
That's
So-
bad. We lost our luggage on the way to Japan, actually.
Oh crap! Wow.
They kept it in France because it was a delayed flight. We had all sorts of problems, and then didn't have clothes for a couple of days. I had to go to a conveni at like 12:30 at night and buy like a t-shirt and some
Half
stuff.
12. See. No, that happened when we were in France a couple months ago. Gus from Rooster Teeth went, and they were like, "Oh yeah, your luggage is in Germany." Oh, cool. I've never been to Germany. Thanks. So he wore a Captain EO shirt and boys swimming trunks.
Nice.
He was looking really good.
That's a fashionable thing to do.
Exactly. Well, I hear in France they're weird. They got like cool fashion, so he looked good. They do the whole minimal like Captain EO style. Do they have Captain EO in the UK?
No, I don't think so.
There's no Disney anything there, is there?
I've never been to Disneyland.
Weren't they talking about doing that?
Maybe.
I don't know. It'd be good if they did, but I don't know where they put it.
Put it near what's the famous thing you guys have? The Berlin Wall. No. I'm just kidding. They tore that down.
They did.
No. Yeah. I don't know. That's not my job. I don't know where to put that. In
They
France,
just have to replace Legoland.
in France, it was like out in the middle of some field. I thought they were like busing us into the middle of some field, and I was like, "Are we gonna die here?" It was very like it was like a mafia hit about to go down. But then we had to go through these like sealed gates. But I guess it's because they have a lot of when people protest things the U.S. does, they do it there.
Oh.
So they have huge security there. So
Wow.
everywhere I went, I had to go through a metal detector. It was like, oh, I want to buy Vinylmations at the downtown Disney store. No, you have to put your bag through here. Oh, okay.
My God.
Anyway,
Crazy.
come to the U.S. We'll go to Disneyland. Come to game days, even.
Oh, I'd love to. I would love to.
Well,
I'd have to get quite a lot of money, but
listen, you've got till November. That's
Yeah.
plenty of time. You save up $1 every day, or I'm sorry,
Pound.
excuse me, a pound every day. By the end of the year, you'll have 365 pounds. That's got to be enough to get here. Because with the exchange rate, that's like $2 million. So you're
not
set.
quite. I would be sad.
Hey, you're going to be there. I know it. I'm going to make
I
it.
would really, really like to be there.
We're gonna go into the park and we're gonna be like, is she here for game days? And we're just gonna hear way off at the horizon, salted!
Game day sorted.
Game day salted! And we're gonna be like, she did it. She saved up the 360 pounds to go. That's how much it costs.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for taking my call.
It was good to hear
I'm really
from
happy.
you. I'm glad we confirmed, where you're from. We heard it. When she said rubbish, we confirmed it. It's all good. And I'm glad they have Martin Luther King over there. We
Yes.
confirmed that is, so obviously you have the day off tomorrow in celebration.
Obviously.
One time when I was a kid, I said that, one of my friends called me, hey, I was in like second grade,
Yeah.
and he called me up, hey, do we have school tomorrow? And I was like, I don't think. Martin Luther King Day. And he went, what does that mean? And I didn't know how to answer him. And I was on the phone with him and I just went, you celebrate. And for some reason, my dad was sitting nearby and that made him laugh for like an hour. We're going to celebrate? Like, what are we doing? Like, what? Anyway, I don't know. That's not really that funny, but it was then. Anyway. Thank you for calling very much. Good to hear
Thank you.
And get better if you're still sick and all that stuff.
I'm fine
Everybody's
now. Thank
sick.
you, though.
Yeah, everybody's sick at this point. Sean's
Everybody.
almost dead. All right. Good night. Thank you.
Thank
That was a good call. Okay. Hey, let's talk to. You know what? We're going across the sea all day today. We got Rachel back on.
Hey!
Hey, what's up? You sound a lot more awake already. You've only said one word.
You know what? I've had 2 hours sleep today.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I had a short nap during the day, and I'm
What
still
time is?
awake
Isn't
now.
it? Isn't it like midnight there right now, or no?
It's 5 minutes to 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was close. Well, yeah. Well, are you? I'm assuming you're planning on resting a lot more this time. Oh, you have. Oh, you're actually on this time.
Yeah.
Well, are you feeling better? Is everything okay? Did Martin Luther King's strength grant you health, or?
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
His ghost
Yeah, he
came into me.
You don't want to do it too often, but you could summon his spiritual energy. It's like a ectoplasm between dimensions. You can summon it, and it helps in terms of just feeling sick or feeling unequal to their fellow man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I could tell. There's just like an aura. Anyway, yeah, what's up? What brings you here?
Just reliving this morning, basically. I'm just happy
Well,
to
you already
see
did
you guys
this
again.
once then. Well, you shouldn't be allowed to do it again.
I know. I didn't think you'd take my call. I'm actually really happy.
This is just getting ridiculous at this point.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Do you have another MLK moment? That must be why you called. Share it with another moment.
Well, you heard my first one about the tea.
Yeah, or dump the tea. But there's
And
got to be a number
learned
2
little
on the
bit
list.
more. I actually looked him up today.
Oh, you
and
did?
The bus boycotts. I thought that was a good.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. The bus boycotts were awesome. I was not there, but
No?
if you look them up on YouTube, crazy. There's like he basically made it so anyone could use the bus because they were being they were jerks about it before.
Yeah.
But he sat at the front of the bus, and that solved it. The bus driver got on and saw him sitting at the front, and he went, "Whoa! I never thought about that. Anyone could sit anywhere."
Yeah.
Perfect.
It was that simple.
Changed the world.
No, yeah, he was great. No, anyway, no, that's good. Well, that's good. No, that's all. I'm always encouraging people to educate themselves. So, I'm glad to hear that went well for you.
Yeah.
Do you? What are you facing tomorrow? You have like work or school or?
No, I'm unemployed at the moment, but only temporarily.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've got a job starting in February. So
Oh, no kidding. What are you gonna? Can you tell us any details about that or?
not a huge amount, but it's just an IT call center thing. So.
Okay. Well, I hope that when that starts, you could tell everyone your favorite MLK moments every day. Whether they
Exactly.
ask
Anybody that calls up, they'll be like, "Did you know about the bus boycott?"
Tell them that first,
Yeah.
and then if they're like stoked, it's a good call, and if they're not, hang up. Because that you got to know who you're talking to.
Pointers from you. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, from him. He's done.
No, I think
He knows what he's talking about.
No, I think
he
I know.
doesn't.
Yeah.
He's a liar. I wish he's a liar.
Well, thank you again for your call.
You're welcome. I actually had a question. If
Oh,
still
you
want
did.
to-
You did. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I was asking for a second ago.
Yes, do about
Oh
Martin
my
Luther
God, this
King.
is Go ahead.
God damn it, Rocco.
Fine. I saw Les Mis on Friday this week.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I really liked it.
Yes.
I was wondering, did you see it? Did you enjoy it? And did you ever do any musical theatre in school? Because I know that you did theatre
Yeah.
quite often.
That's what we all met. We did musical theater. We did musicals all the time. I think the first time I'd ever really been around Sean for an extended period of time was when we did Damn Yankees together.
Yeah, which is one of my favorite musicals.
Yeah, that's one of the best.
That was our first play together. It was Damn Yankees.
And I think that's my only regret is I think my two favorite musicals are like that and Guys and Dolls, and I was bummed we never did that.
Yeah, I love Guys.
But I did it in community theater after high school.
I did it
Oh,
when I was a kid, younger. Do you know what that Damn Yankees? I found my shirt for that. Isn't that random? My
Oh my
Damn
God.
Yankees shirt. It was 2000. That's 13
Wow.
years ago we did that.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we did that, so we did musical theater all the time. That's the one aspect of me that I am always a little bit embarrassed of, is that every now and then there'll be music from some musical, and I get really into it, and I'm just like, oh, I forget that part of me existed, So
You
anyway,
didn't need to be embarrassed about that.
not embarrassed, but I just forget that I am into that. You know what I mean? Because that's not something I think about day to day. And so then
Right.
something will come on, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. But anyway, Les Miserables, we saw. Me and Eric went and saw it. We told a story on our podcast because
I missed it. I'm sorry.
we were we were walking into the theater. There was about 300 girls marching into the theater, and it was us two guys behind them.
Yeah.
And we were just looking at each other like, two guys going to see Les Mis. And but we both loved it. Like, I really was blown away by it. And I think that the choice to have the singing all done on set versus a recording was brilliant. Like, I think
I
that
thought that was fantastic.
added to it
as well.
so much that someone could be so upset that their voice is cracking through a lyric
Yeah.
or whatever. I thought that just took it to another level. So I really liked it.
That's good.
And I'd be
Anne
pretty
Hathaway
stoked.
was incredible.
Yeah, she was amazing. And I thought that, I don't know if that will win Best Picture. I am over here. Are the Oscars a big deal over there too?
Yeah, definitely.
They are. Okay. I don't think it's going to win Best Picture. I think that would be my pick if I
Really?
had to pick one, but I don't think that will win.
Do you think Lincoln will win?
No, I think Zero Dark 30 will. But
Alright.
again, I don't know what my personal choice would be. But I think, but I think maybe Les Miserables. I think that might be mine. I think that was the one that I walked away from going, "Yep, that was an achievement." So
It was
I don't know.
incredible. I thought it was such a tour de force. It was just amazing.
Yeah. They
It never
really,
really lost anything.
and that's pretty good. That something so old. You know, people were saying when this was starting to come out, "Oh, it'll make you cry." Something that's that old, you would think would be spent already. Like that's such part of culture. It's not going to make anybody cry. But hey, people were really tearing up when I
Yeah.
saw it. It was like, well, this still has power. So that's pretty good. I think they
Yeah.
did a good job.
I was in tears again.
Well, there you go. No,
I would cry a lot of movies now.
I'm pretty sure if Eric was here right now, he'd probably punch me in the throat. But hey, he was crying during that thing.
Aw.
I'm throwing him under the bus. He was like facing his hands. No, it wasn't that bad. But I think we were all kind of just not really acknowledging it, but just kind of hearing like every now and then, you know. Or it might have just been
That's
snotty.
really
I don't know.
sweet.
What?
The last time
Might
I
have been.
cried in a movie was in Up.
Up, yeah.
Up when
Really? Yeah,
it's-
God, I
it's-
couldn't manage that either.
It's what was it? 7 dudes in their mid-20s watching a kids movie
Yeah.
in the middle of the day, and it's the part where he opens up her book and he sees that she filled it out, and then it says, "Thank you for my vision. I'll go have yours," or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, I had like one single tear just fall.
Yeah.
It was, oh my god. Oh Jesus.
But you know what? That wasn't the last time for me, and I don't know if this will remind you, but for me, that movie produced that was the classic definition of welling up, where I had like, oh man, there really are like some like tears, but they're not streaming down my face.
no.
But I
Right.
was really like, oh man. But the movie that got the tears to the bottom of my chest, I mean, just was Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3, yeah.
Was the last act of Toy Story 3.
I mean, yeah, that's amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
The last act in general is amazing, but you get to that last part, it was outright like, oh, I wasn't fucking ready for this.
Yeah, really.
Stop. So,
That's
yeah.
the really weird thing for me. Everyone said that they cried at that. I didn't even cry.
You
And
know-
I was
you know what,
really,
though?
I thought, like, am I dead inside?
No,
Is
but
something
you know
wrong?
what though? Hey, I will say one thing. I think that because I know a few people too that said the same thing. Was I supposed to cry at that? I think that ending is more a boys thing. And not that it's like there's some drop off and oh you don't get it or anything. I'm not even
Yeah.
saying that, but there's some innate connection to that scene that I think boys have. I don't know how else to explain it. There's just something in their DNA that gets really during that part.
There's that, and I also think with guys will always get more emotional with father-son type
Yeah.
things in movies.
And again, not that would be lost on someone female,
No,
but
but
there's just
that,
something
like,
in
hits
there.
us like
Yeah.
in such a place. It's like, oh fuck. Like,
Yeah,
when
it's
anything
weird.
happens to like a character's dad, it's just like, no. Oh fuck. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's like
I've always been
genetic.
proud of you, son. It's like, oh my god, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was the same way with. I always say this. It's such a stupid example, and I was so ashamed of it. But I started getting that way during Superman Returns.
Oh,
when that movie ends and he's like saying goodbye to the kid, it was I remember getting like, ugh. But then again, I don't know any other guy that was like worked up by that. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there. But
Yeah,
anyway.
I kind of got the same thing with Brave, because she has the thing with her
Yeah.
mum, and there's that really sad song in the middle where
Yeah.
she's sort of talking about her feelings and
Yeah.
the way their relationship was broken down. And
Yeah,
it's like,
and see, I wasn't like, oh, this is stupid. It was fine, but I wasn't, that didn't speak to me in the way that maybe it did for you, you know. So anyway, but that's it for Toy Story. I don't think there's been something since Toy Story that I was so whatever. I feel like I saw something since then that I was like, wow, but maybe not in that way. That was pretty bad.
yeah.
But yeah,
Can't
anyway.
think of anything else. I just
When they
Les
broke the
Mis just had
plates,
me going.
when they broke the plates in Bilbo's house,
That sucked.
that was
Yeah.
just like, oh, the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
He said they were like antique, and they were like his
Yeah.
moms or something.
Exactly.
I'm excited for those. There's 2 more.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm super excited for that.
you like the first one?
I loved it, and I
Yeah.
cannot wait because it's going to have Benedict Cumberbatch in this next one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Sherlock fan, so I'm really excited about that whole thing.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Well,
You
yeah,
watch Sherlock?
not at all. No,
Really?
No, I
it's
haven't.
really good. I think you'd enjoy it.
that's what I have
I think
heard.
it was on Netflix. If it's not still on
Yeah,
Netflix. But I've been told to watch it. I, heard
I
it's
have
really
been
good.
told many times.
Well, each one's like a short movie. but
They called Sherlock fans. They call them Sherlockians, don't they?
yeah, I think so.
Because someone I know had a good point that why aren't they Sherlock's homies? That doesn't make sense. That they. I mean, you have your opportunity and you don't take it. I don't know.
Stupid, isn't it?
Anyway, totally dumb. Anyway, all right. Well, thank you again for your call.
Thank you for taking it.
We're doing Les Mis talk on MLK Day. That's pretty
Excellent.
good. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Have a nice
See ya.
night.
You too. Good call.
I think we should do a Martin Luther King tribute.
Yeah.
As you know, Martin Luther King was a fan of youth, the youth
Yeah.
of the nation, because they're the true ones that can change the world.
Yeah.
So I think in honor of the youth of the nation, we should eat some baby food.
All right. Yeah, we'll do. That's true.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, everybody.
Symbolism.
We're gonna do this. Hold on. Let's let's have her
Yeah.
watch this. Rachel,
Rachel.
Oh God, hi.
are you there?
I am.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, what did you think of the last call? Did you agree with the answers given?
I would. They're pretty good answers.
Yeah.
I'm quite glad.
Who do you
I've got
side
all
with,
of
him or
those
me?
things,
What's
so-
that?
I'm quite glad I've got all of those things. So.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Right on, dude. Good for you, man. Okay, we're actually gonna wrap it up right now. But what we're gonna do is, we're gonna, in honor of Martin Luther King and his legacy, he fought for the youth, as Kevin said, and we have leftover baby food.
Mystery flavored.
We don't know what flavor it is, but it's left over from the Christmas podcast. It was just sitting here, and we're gonna eat some.
Oh my God.
We were hoping to just get some reaction from you as you're here.
That's really gross. I wouldn't recommend it, but go for it.
Okay, we're going to. Okay, we're opening it now. Ready?
Oh, dude, mine's floating all over.
Mine's open just fine. Okay, I'm gonna smell it. Ew! Oh, that's not even funny. What is that? Smell it.
Oh,
What is it?
I think we have the same color, so
It
it's gotta be
smells
the
like
same thing.
stew. It smells like beef stew.
It
But
does-
it's yellow.
It has a meat tinge to it.
Oh,
Yeah. What would that be?
Chicken?
Is that possible?
It's
Oh, you know what? You can kind of read. There's a barcode on the side.
what is-
Turkey rice.
turkey rice.
Turkey.
Oh.
just medically, I would not try that.
Well,
Why?
they feed it to babies.
Yeah, if a baby eats it.
It's still.
How long has it been out?
Christmas.
Ooh,
Do you have Christmas in the UK?
we do indeed.
Yeah, well then you know how long ago it's been.
That's true.
Is it on the 25th
Sorry.
where you live? That was a stupid question. Okay. Do you like that movie? Hold on. Do you like the movie Love Actually? Do you like that one?
Yeah,
It's from where you came from, so that's why I had to ask.
Good movie.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Okay. All right.
Turkey rice.
How much of this are we drinking? Are we doing a sip or are we
Are
chugging?
you?
You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna try to get.
Please do not vomit.
Oh God.
This is worse for
This
him.
smells so
This
bad.
is definitely worse for him.
Why is it worse for me?
Because I don't know. I can handle like. Actually, there might not be.
This is bad.
I think it's just turkey and rice.
No, that's what it is for sure. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1,
3.
2, 3.
God.
Ew! God, it's like salty snot.
Oh.
I feel like it didn't even. I feel like my tongue didn't hate it as much as the back of my throat did.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I can feel it on my teeth.
Ew.
Ew, it's on your teeth, yeah. Okay, one more.
Oh my god.
Ah! Ugh!
It's
It's like wet sand and snot.
oh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I won.
Yeah.
Please do
Do
not.
you still have, oh, you know what? Wait.
What?
I still have pizza. I still have pizza.
Oh, I do too.
Pizza
Rush
rinse.
it down with some
Pizza
pizza.
rinse. Oh, man. Oh, that's the sweetest taste I've ever tasted.
Oh.
But you know what? I didn't feel like this like stuck inside my mouth. You know what I mean? Like it's gone.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm still. It was gone pretty immediately. Oh. Did you have a question, Rachel? I'm sorry.
I'm a little bit shaken by this whole thing that's just happened here.
Me too.
Yeah, I guess. Basically, I wanted to, I remember that I hadn't said thank you for the video that you made me.
You didn't you say thank you? You said thank you.
I said thank you, but not on the call.
You didn't
I
say
thought
thank
that.
you enough is what you're saying.
Exactly.
But that's not true. You said it just enough.
I'm glad. Okay, good.
Oh.
I wanted to ask you, is your phone background still a picture of my granddad?
No. I'm sorry. That was for the holidays.
That's fine.
Hold
The
on, though.
holiday
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, I can't see anything, actually, at the moment.
Oh, you can't see anything?
Can you see?
No,
that?
I can't. Something's happened.
I should have just said yes then.
Yeah, you should have.
But it's there right now.
Is it? Oh. Well.
I didn't even know it was your picture. I was on Christmas, I was looking for something, for a relative. I try to, like, during the holidays, I try to stay off computers and my phone.
Right.
I hate doing that, but somebody asked me, like, hey, did you see this thing on Facebook or whatever, like, this guy posted? Yeah, I was at a family gathering, and I scrolled through pictures, and that one came up. I'm going to show it to the camera,
Yeah.
people at home. This showed up on Facebook, if you can see that. It is a man asleep with 3D glasses on. Anyway, so I did that, and I didn't even know that was yours, and then I looked it up a few minutes later, and I was like, oh, okay. Is that weird? I shouldn't have done that.
No, that was really funny. That was like the most surreal Christmas present I've ever had.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, like I said, the photography spoke 1,000 words to
It
me.
did. Indeed.
It just, there were so many things that projected. So,
So many things are good about that picture.
ugh. Sorry, not to the photo, just baby food.
Yeah, baby food is gross. Baby
Are you
food is
feeling okay?
disgusting.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway,
Not feeling sick?
no, it's all good.
Good. I'm glad. Because I
We're
can't watch
not,
the
we're
Mega64
not babies. We're grown ass men.
Yeah.
So we're good.
grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't watch the Christmas cast. Because I have quite a bad phobia of vomit.
Oh,
No.
that would have been funny
Yeah.
had that happened.
That wouldn't have been funny.
But you can't see it anyway, so
Yeah.
you'd be fine.
No, that's true. But I would have heard it. I think
Can you
that would've been a bad
can you
move.
handle vomit noises?
No.
So like if I was like, "Ugh," you wouldn't like that?
Okay. If it's pretend, then it's
It is
fine. But if
pretend,
it was
but you gotta
actually
make it sound real.
Oh, okay.
Please do not try.
I used to have the biggest phobia of vomit, and then I
Really?
watched CKY and Jackass.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Wipe me clean.
CKY and Jackass.
I am fine.
did it.
Somebody can throw up right next to me, and I would be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Once they got to the omelet skit,
Yeah.
it was like, well, okay, I've seen it all.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 100% not happening for me. I'm not doing that.
There are people who actually come to the podcast who have phobias of vomit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
And they
always
tend to
blows my mind.
stick next
Ow.
to the very back wall
Yeah.
by the end of it.
Yeah. I think I'll probably be cowering in a corner somewhere. That doesn't sound fun.
Well, I'm sorry. Hey, you
Like-
know, get used to it.
I remember watching Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And when he like squirts the stuff in his drink and goes and throws up in the thing, I'd like get out of the room. I'd like get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was watching Time Travelers with my best friend and the highlights came on,
Oh
to leave
no!
I literally had to leave the room and I stood in my corridor and had, like, she narrated what was going on for me. And I was just, like, she was laughing so hard and I was just sort of whimpering in the corner, like, when is it over?
Oh, that's great. I totally.
Like, I tweeted it actually. She had like a running commentary, like, oh my god, Rach, there is snot coming out of Rocco's face.
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
It's just. I was super grossed out.
Oh man.
But
I think
well done for that.
Just watch those enough times, you'll get used to it.
Yeah. You can
I'll
get over it.
desensitize myself at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
It is possible.
I mean, I'm sure they vomit in the UK.
Yeah,
They have that there.
it happens.
I'm sure there's
Personally.
friends who's vomited. Have you had friends that vomited around you and you had to run away?
This is a really embarrassing story, but like once I was at a party when we were all 16 and they all started getting really drunk and 3 people started to be sick at the same time.
Oh no.
2 of them went to the toilet upstairs, 1 of them went outside, and I had to hide in the coat closet with my iPod on so I couldn't hear anything.
Well, what about wait? What about when you throw up? Do you hate yourself?
Yeah, like I can handle it kind of, but it's only happened once in the last 14 years.
Whoa, one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
There's been a few times since that I've come close, but like I've actually had to stop myself because I'm so freaked out by the whole thing.
Oh,
It's
wow.
awful. I hated it so much.
damn. Well, at least that's good that you're not puking.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope you didn't partake in that stuff that happened when you all were 16. Shame on all of you.
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't
Yeah,
drinking.
exactly. Good, because that wouldn't be right, and we don't endorse that. Martin Luther King did not endorse that. He
Wouldn't
gave a
be
speech
pleased
on
with us.
teen drinking. He said, "I have a dream, but not a drink."
That's not sorted.
He said, "That's not salted."
Not sorted.
Is that does that make sense, or is that not something's
Bit
not
rubbish.
sorted?
I guess. I don't really think so, but you can get it back.
I think the name of our panel at PAX East is going to be Mega64 Panel Sorted.
I really hope it is. I think
Yeah,
that would
I
be
think
brilliant.
that's going to be in the program.
That's great.
So yeah,
I'm proud of my country.
hey, there you go. There it
We
is.
had the Olympics, but we've now got
Yeah, but
sorted,
those
and I
are-
think that's all we need.
Do you guys really like that "Keep Calm" poster? I'm so
I'm
glad.
so done with that.
She
Yeah.
doesn't even need to say anything else.
Yeah, that's
she made that
fine.
noise, and it was like, "Yep,
Perfect.
enough
It is
said."
everywhere, and I'm not even joking. Like,
Yeah, we
people
can't-
have pictures of it in their house. Like, I'm so done with that whole
That's
thing.
that's Penny Arcade's best-selling shirt of all time. Is when they put
Oh,
out a
gee.
shirt that said "Keep Calm and Respawn." Best-selling shirt of all time.
Why?
I don't know. I don't really get it.
So sad.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Is the weather good there right now, or is it not so good, or what?
No, it's freezing.
It's raining
It's
here.
been snowing, but it's kind of like all hardened. It's not good snow. It's like frosty snow.
Oh, yeesh.
It's a bit scary.
It's been random here. I feel like when I
Yeah.
leave my house, it's like, whoa, it's kind of like warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now it's raining.
Mhm.
And then it's like freezing. And then, oh, okay. And then I'll wear a jacket, and then it'll get hot. It's like, I don't know what.
Yeah, right now it's going all over the
Figure
place.
it out. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I feel like it's messing with people's, like, heads right now. Like it just literally, like, I think it messes with everyone's, like, everyone has like a cough and like I think it like affects people's health and stuff.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. It's
Anyway.
alien to me that it would be like warm in January.
Yeah, well, that's hey, San Diego. Enough said.
Exactly.
That's what's frustrating though, is because it's like really hot here during like September. We tried to do game days that one year in September, and it was like 106, and it was like, cool.
Jeez.
It should be like fall,
Mm.
and it wasn't.
Yeah. We had like summer in March last year, and it just was cold during the summer. It was
Oh,
really
wow.
bad.
Jeez.
We had like 3 weeks of sunshine, and we were all really happy, and everyone was going outside, and then all of a sudden,
Does it
we had to go
does
back
it get
inside.
dark really early there? I feel like when I was in Scotland, it was like it got dark at like 3:30 one day.
it does in winter.
Okay, it does.
Like-
Yeah, that's true. I was there during like Christmas time.
Yeah.
Not the best time to be in Scotland. It's like the coldest you'll ever be.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? We were there, and it was. I mean, it had like snowed. They were like warning us, like, yeah, man, hey, you have to be careful. It's gonna be so cold, whatever. I went there, and I wore exactly what you're seeing right now. And
Yeah.
I was in this hoodie and these shorts, and everyone there looked at me like I was a moron. They were like, "Are you serious? Like, buy some real clothes."
I think I remember seeing the podcast, and I was like, put some more clothes on, guys, seriously.
I just I am always warm. Or not that I'm always, oh man, I'm burning up. I'm just, where I'm at right now, I stay there. I hate when it gets hot, but when it gets cold, I'm fine. Like, my body stays warm always, and like, it was the same thing when we were in Paris. We were at Disneyland Paris in December, and it was snowing while we were there, and it was freezing,
Yeah.
and I wore exactly this. I had like I don't even know if the hoodie I had was as thick as this one. It was just in shorts, and everyone just acted like I was a moron. But hey, this is me.
It's just
Sorry, haters. Do you guys have haters in the UK?
Yeah, pretty big. Pretty big. here.
I just like to ask you things that are they in the UK, but they almost always are.
You know what I've noticed?
Yeah. It's fun for me and nobody else. But
It's fun for me too.
Whenever we get other calls, Sean always asks anybody if they're in another state. What time is it there?
Yeah.
What's the weather there? So, can you open the window? So, hey, look, I ask the real questions. I ask,
Yeah.
do you have haters in the UK? Anyway,
Well, you're learning more about our culture every day.
that's true. It's good. Anyway, well, we did our Martin Luther King tribute. We ate the baby food. I think we've had a successful tribute. So what I'm going to do is I've got to edit something now, and I'm going to do that and wrap it up. Maybe I'll check back in on the stream in a little while, but I do have to get to work for right now.
Wow.
So I
I
hope that...
appreciate you taking my call.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you calling in, as always. Thank you. No, wait. Hold on. The chat is correct. I screwed something up here. How would you put Martin Luther King into the Star Wars films?
Oh, see, I'm going to echo the sentiments of the other girl that called in. That fantastic call earlier. She was amazing.
She was
I
a
love
great
that girl.
caller.
Great
She
call.
was.
Such a great call. I feel like I'm never going to live up to that.
Who knows?
But yeah, I've never seen Star Wars either.
What is going on?
Yeah, all my friends just...
3 months
Yeah,
ago?
but you're weird.
Yeah.
You're a mutant. Not you, Rachel. This guy.
I don't watch anything.
He's a guy who didn't see Star Wars till his mid-20s, and you tell me what the issue is there. That's
I'm in my mid-20s.
this guy. I don't even want to know what this guy does at home because he won't.
I don't watch movies. That's what.
Yeah, if you're male and you haven't seen Star Wars till your mid-20s, you got issues. No offense, but we know you're.
But it's okay for girls?
Girls, it's fine because listen, because Star Wars isn't imprinted into your DNA like it is for guys. You know what I mean?
No.
It's the same thing. It's the same reason why I cried at Toy Story 3 and you didn't. You know what I mean? It's like
Again, yeah.
there's this thing in DNA that's like you care about these things, and Star Wars is one of those things.
The thing is, though, like, most of my friends who are girls love Star Wars as well.
Yeah, and I think that's
everyone that always asks. I'm like, yeah, I don't like Star Wars that much, and they're like, what?
I'm gonna make a challenge to you. I want you to see them by the next time you call.
Oh God.
Find the trilogy, watch them. Don't watch this prequel bullshit.
I've seen Phantom Menace.
That's the only one you've seen?
You're done.
When I was young.
That's the
You
only
don't have to
one?
watch anymore.
Yeah.
My heart stopped for like a full 10 seconds.
I'm watching the prequel strictly for an experiment.
Oh my god, I just had
It came out when I was young, and we all went to see it, and I was like, that was pretty fun.
I think I just shit my pants.
Loved it.
I'm so ashamed.
I don't know if
sorry.
you know what that means in the UK, but
Do you have that?
do you have pants to shit in the UK? You have to, or is it knickers there?
Oh my god.
Do you? Anyway, sorry, I'm being an idiot. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, you gotta see those other three. Check them out, and
Finish the prequels.
you don't have to do it before the next time you call, but sometime within the next span of, maybe by the next couple podcasts, I want you to call in and say, "Here's what I thought." I don't know.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah, I watched the originals, the theatrical originals, because I just got the bonus disc
Yeah.
of each of the things that had
Yeah.
the laser disc rip on it.
Good call. Good call. Well, anyway, so yeah, check those out, and
Okay.
we'll get your verdict on that. Do
I'll
they
do my
say
best.
trousers there, or is that stupid?
We do say trousers, but like most people my age say pants anyway.
Yeah, trousers seems old-fashioned.
Yeah, trousers is like a Wallace and Gromit sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit.
Like my childhood.
Really?
Yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit.
Wow. Yeah, no, that was big here. That's big here.
I legitimately,
Oh, good.
like, when I was a kid, I loved Wallace and
Yeah,
Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit was cool. They would always show by the same animator guy. I remember they would show interstitials on that Nickelodeon here that were creature comforts.
Oh yeah, did you have that as well? I didn't know
Yeah, and I remember thinking they were very British.
Yeah, it was art
Yeah.
and entertainment.
Yeah, but that was on some channel. I think it was Nickelodeon, or it might have been HBO. One of those.
Yeah.
But they showed those there, and
that. We had that on ITV, and I got the feeling that the idea of that show is that they interviewed members of the public and then they animated to what they'd said.
yeah, it
Yeah.
seemed that way. And also, I felt like the sensibility and humor of those probably appealed more to the UK. So I
Yeah,
I
totally.
remember as a kid thinking like, even as a kid, I was like, this is not made in the US. I could just tell.
Yeah.
I seemed to be really into British stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I loved Mr. Bean.
I loved Mr. Bean.
I loved Wallace and
I
Gromit.
hated Mr. Bean.
Oh, come on!
Well, no, he was Blackadder first, and Blackadder was incredibly funny, and then Mr. Bean was just silly.
Did you watch Faulty Towers?
Yeah, all the time.
I get to ask about all these British shows. Did you watch Are You Being Served?
Yeah, we did. We used to
Oh, I'm
watch
so
that every
happy!
man.
I'm so happy!
I loved Monty Python when I was a kid, too.
You know what? And that was something that just
Like,
never connected to me.
Really?
Yep. Didn't.
I don't know why. I watched it all the time.
And it's funny because one of my favorite series ever is like Mr. Show. That's my favorite sketch comedy just
Yeah.
ever. And all they talk about in like the commentary and stuff is, oh, this is an homage to Monty Python. Oh yeah, Monty Python. They're all about Monty Python, and it's like I just couldn't get into that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That surprises me. I thought you would have been a Monty Python fan.
Yeah, and Garrett is, but me, Derek, and Sean, not one of us
Really?
is
Yeah.
into Monty Python. But Garrett really likes it. But
I
anyway,
never saw it when I was young, but like my granddad
Yeah.
had a record of it, like an actual vinyl record of just sketches that they did, and it was really funny to
That's
me when
cool,
I was
that's
sort of
cool.
younger.
yeah, I really like, but I really liked it. I can see where you're coming from with the Mr. Bean thing. But,
It just wasn't really my humor at that time when it was coming
yeah,
out.
I just think it's just really great. It's Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's just,
It's just like,
yeah. But I found it as a kid,
Yeah.
yeah.
and,
Have you ever seen Blackadder?
Yeah, I've
a
heard of it.
long time ago. My cousins loved it, but I never.
Really?
I just watched it when I was over there.
Oh, right.
Aren't they doing
Well,
like a new thing for that or something?
they do a new thing? Occasionally, very, very occasionally, they bring out like a sort of spoof kind of, well, not a spoof, but like a redo kind of thing. But it's only going to be like a short,
Oh, okay.
20-minute kind of thing, like for Christmas or for comic relief or something like that.
Yeah, okay. Because I thought I heard they did a new episode or something.
Yeah. I don't think they have for a while.
Oh, okay.
They did one in the early 2000s, I think, but it was like a Christmas special.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It's good.
Yeah, well, either way, that's great you know about all that stuff. It's great to list all those things and get a reaction from somebody, because normally...
Yeah.
When you made that "Are You Being Served" reference in the FERP's PS3
I
thing.
was literally about to ask that. That was my next sentence.
No, yeah.
Was if
that
you
was
had
such
seen
a
that.
crazy video for me, because the fact that Derek was going, "Hello, Rachel," and I was like, "Hello."
Oh, no, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I didn't even think about that, because I was just thinking about the TV show references at the end. Wow, that really must have been weird for you.
No, that was a great video, because I was like, "Hey, that's me," and then, yeah, obviously that, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Rocco knows about Are You Being Served?"
Yeah. That was on. I used to watch a ton of stuff on PBS over here, on our public TV station, and it would always be between "Are You Being Served?" Every time you used to turn on the stupid channel here, it would be, all right, Carmen Sandiego's coming up next. Cool. Right after "Are You Being Served?" Oh, another rerun of this. It was just on. I felt like it was on 24 hours a day. It was just, okay, got it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they just played it so much. They used to on PBS, but
Yeah.
but they don't, I think, so much anymore. But our PBS still plays a lot of British stuff.
They do.
Do you remember at midnight on New Year's Eve they played Magical Mystery Tour?
No, I don't.
That while we were there and Garrett was on the mixing table.
Oh,
At the New Year's
remember
get together we had, Garrett was doing DJ stuff on his turntable.
Yeah, I see your personal channel.
Yeah, and someone turned it on PBS, and it was Magical Mystery Tour,
Yeah.
the Beatles movie. And there was all this like trippy imagery, but Garrett was scoring it perfectly. It was like it was like Seinfeld noises and like Tetris music and like with all this trippy visual stuff happening on the TV. It was like he was rescoring the movie.
That's awesome.
That's nothing you care about. You weren't there, but it happened.
That sounds fun. Sounds good.
Should we do another video with that FERP guy in it, or did you think that was bullshit?
I thought that was really funny, but it might have just been
Because you thought you were in it.
Connection there, but
Yeah, I've always
really liked that video.
I really liked that video, and it did well in terms of like it got a lot of hits.
yeah.
But our fans always tell me, "Oh, that's the worst thing you've ever
Really?
seen."
Seriously?
Yeah.
I love that video. I thought it was really funny, but
Well, thank
I
you.
don't
Got some FERP
Yeah,
I
but
guess
you
I
thought
got all
you
the
were making it.
references because I'd seen the like
Yeah, cool references. You thought.
California thing.
Oh
Well,
yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot that was in it.
So I really enjoyed that video.
We just tried to have a character talk like someone's Facebook talked.
Yeah.
That was the point of it,
Yeah.
and that's why I kept naming names, because it was constantly like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm sorry, but the PlayStation Network was hacked. Like if you read someone's Facebook, that's what it
That's how-
sounds.
yeah.
When the hacking was going
like
on,
when they kind of go,
we knew
they're going to make you pay for Facebook.
yeah, stuff like that. Oh, I'm sure you're not aware of this, but Facebook will soon be charging its members. This is an injustice because President Obama believes that all the internet should be taxed. You must simply send a thing to the, it's just, it just sounds like that. And so
That is that exact voice.
we wanted somebody to do that.
That is really good.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, but you thought you were in the video, so that's why you like it.
I know, totally. I was like, he's speaking to me.
Next time we'll change the name. We'll say
Aw.
Becky.
Yep.
What was Mecca Gamera's real name? We never found out.
Never did.
She didn't say.
Trish. Hello, Trish. I'm sorry, but the PlayStation 4 just is not a console for you. I don't know.
And FERP will puke, so she can't watch it.
Yeah, and we'll make Furp puke so you cannot tune in.
Mean.
From now on, hey, you know what? I'm going to put a video on my personal channel called Video for Rachel, and another one, because there already is one.
Thanks.
But I'm going to put one up that... No, I'm not even going to call it that. No, I'm going to put a video up sometime in the next month that's just going to have a hard cut to vomiting in it.
And you're not
You
going to
And
know
we're
which
going
one.
to get you, and we're going to see if you fall for it.
That is the meanest thing.
She's gonna unsubscribe.
You know I'm
Yeah.
gonna fall as well, so it's gonna be so bad.
Now, will you ever watch my personal channel again if there's a chance that might happen?
I did
You
that
know
on my
what?
videos.
I would risk it. I
Okay?
would risk it for you, Rocco.
I'm letting everyone on the channel know that's gonna happen.
Awesome.
Some video coming out at some point coming up is going to hard cut to vomit.
That is so harsh.
I want you to get over it. But if you hype it up in your head, you'll never do it.
That's true.
So we gotta, sneak it up on you.
Just get the Jackass box set, watch it from beginning to end without moving.
You'll be done.
And you'll be completely over it.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that, but thanks for the advice. Tom.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your call, as always.
You're welcome. I did have another question, but I'll save it because I know you've got stuff to do.
Oh my God!
Wait.
No, let's do it. What's the other question?
Really? Okay, thank you. Just not a good question like the other good calls were
Yeah.
this night, but what is your favorite podcast? Like the one that you do annually, like you do the same sort of things each year. Which is the one that you look forward to doing the most?
I'd have to say Christmas. Cast,
Christmas.
for me. Yeah.
Oh,
Christmas.
yeah.
Seriously?
You end it with I
Yeah.
know that's not your favorite, but
How can that be your favorite? You ate
Because-
vomit this year.
because
Like, how can that be your
Now,
favorite?
I know you've only vomited once in your life, but don't you feel better when it's over?
The time that I did vomit, like, yeah, I did feel better.
you feel
There
like
you
you're
go.
polished.
Purging anything feels good. Now, don't take that advice so literally. I don't want to start a eating disorder here. But that always, what the Christmas podcast to me, it symbolizes the end of the year. We got a ton of people here. It's eating something until it gets really bad, but then, hey, you know what? It's bad in that span of time, but then once it's all puked up, as bad as that is, I feel good. All my friends are here. We say goodbye to our friends. We say goodbye to all the viewers. Thanks, everybody. And then we end the year. We edit it. I edit probably the last Todd Narin video, put a thing in, and then we're done. That's why I like the Christmas cast. But,
That's actually really nice.
yeah, but I will also say I like the Faircast, too.
Fair
But-
Cast is
That was
very
my
good.
answer.
Sometimes they can get a little chaotic, though. Sometimes the fair is a really busy thing, and there's a lot going on. Sometimes we have so many people go that it's like hard to keep track of who so that can get a little.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're great.
Yeah. Faircast is definitely my favorite.
Really? Well, you
I
don't watch
love
the Christmas one, so you don't know.
I know, yeah, well, maybe I would love it if it wasn't for the throwing up all the time, but,
Now, Frank,
there's not been throwing up at the Faircast, which has always surprised me, kind
I
of.
was going to
'cause
say,
you-
Frank now, on the other hand, had deep fried Spam that one year
Yeah, I remember this.
and did throw up after the fair
oh,
and spent like the next week like sick from that, like he threw up constantly for days after that.
oh, poor Frank, that's horrible.
Yeah, that did kind of suck. But
Yep.
but Ashley in the chat brings up a good point that there's always like a funny like theme song to the Faircast. That is kind of
Yeah.
fun. But I feel like that's more Sean's department. Whereas the Christmas cast, I just love decorating all stupid and doing all that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do you like your jumpers?
You made it to a word that you're going to have to translate.
Sweaters, maybe?
Sweaters.
Yeah.
Yes. Jumpers is new to me. I did not know.
I've never heard that before.
Jumpers
Really?
to me, the only jumpers I know of are in computer parts where you have to move the jumper from one
Yeah.
thing to the
Yeah.
other.
Or that film Jumper,
Or the film jumper,
Yeah.
yeah.
which
The-
I thought was about a jumper, and I was very disappointed.
The sweater I've been wearing to the Christmas cast every year is the same one I wore to Aggressive Caroling back in,
Yeah.
2004?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's because when I decided, hey, I should get a new one, you cannot find those anywhere anymore.
I don't know if this happens in the UK. Tell me if it does. But here, a big new trend that has happened is that people have ugly Christmas sweater
Yeah.
or Christmas jumper
Jumpers.
parties.
Oh,
And so, yeah, thrift stores,
Yep.
it was like a limited resource.
Yeah.
And everybody bought them.
That's why I didn't wear one
Wow.
last Christmas cast because I was like, okay, I'm done wearing this one. I'm going to go try to find one. And I couldn't. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I just,
And you know what's funny
Yeah.
is back in the day, before that happened, we bought a ton of them.
Yeah.
And so every year I have so many friends and relatives call me up. Oh my God, I don't have a sweater. What do I do? Can I borrow one? Can I borrow one? And I have to turn them all down. Because it's like, we do our own Christmas cast.
Yeah.
We need them, you know?
Yeah.
But every year I have, like, cousins call me up, like, hey, you have sweaters I could borrow, right?
Yep.
Like, nope.
You're a limited resource here.
That's crazy that
They're
they're so
like
popular.
gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they became, like, ugly Christmas jumpers this year became an actual fashion trend. I don't know about the parties, but, like, people...
Yeah.
you
But
show
it
some
kind of
shops.
did. No, it's kind of that
it's
here,
kinda the same
too.
thing
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. And stuff like, I don't know, the Gangnam Style kind of things. There were ones with YOLO written on them.
Oh, God. No, we
I was
didn't do
like-
that.
No.
I'm done. I'm
I
done
s-
with clothes. Goodbye.
Anytime I go to the mall, I see that one kiosk. Anytime
Yeah.
I go like see a movie there, it's
Yeah.
like right in front, and it's just all those shirts, the Gangnam Style.
Did you guys have Gangnam Style over there?
We did.
Did you
It was
ever-
huge. We were actually, like, a lot of my friends really like K-pop, so we were kind of excited by it for a little
Yeah.
while, and then it just faded very quickly.
So, but you didn't get a Gangnam Style jumper.
No.
Did you have a Christmas jumper yourself that was good?
I couldn't find one that I liked enough. I couldn't find the ugliest thing. Like,
Oh, okay.
everything was just, that's not quite ugly enough.
Okay.
So I didn't
fair
get one.
enough.
I do have a Garfield jumper, though.
Wow. You know he hates Mondays.
Yeah.
Do
Like,
you,
yeah.
guys, do you guys have Mondays over there? Do you have lasagna over there? That's a serious question.
I love lasagna.
You eat
Lasagna's
lasagna, right? Everyone has
Love it.
lasagna, right?
Lasagna's delicious.
Is there one? Is there now? Is there I found Mexican food in one place in the UK, and it looked so sketchy that I don't think we ended up eating there. Like I think we hunted it down, and it was like, oh, it was called like Rancho Panchos or something. It was like what? And then we went inside, and it was like, never mind, and we left. Do you have Mexican anywhere around there?
We don't have, like, Mexican takeaways as much. Like, we don't have, like, places that just do tacos. Like, if we had,
Yeah.
like, Del Taco, that'd be great. But, in Sheffield, where I used to live, there was one place called Amigos that did, like, nice Mexican food for really cheap.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And in the stores, you can get, like, Old El Paso stuff, which is, like, pre-made stuff that you just buy, like, the taco shells and the, like, salsa and all the bits and pieces. Their nachos are really good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's not so many like Mexican restaurants or Mexican
Yeah.
like fast food joints at all.
I said this before, but I really wanted to find. I was so determined to find Mexican food in Japan. I thought that would just be so like awesome.
Yeah.
And then I located the one place I could find, and it was in Harajuku.
Yeah.
And we went there, and it was as wide as this chair, like right here, maybe this wide. And it was a Mexican guy standing next to a microwave in a booth.
Wow.
And we just stared at it like, nah. And then we went and got ramen, and it was really good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's what you want to do when you're in Japan.
Exactly. I'm sorry, you said you went there, right?
Yeah.
So what was your experience there? We were supposed to end this on us eating the baby food,
Yeah.
but in
I'm so
traditional
sorry.
fashion, your call has gone on
Yep.
for 2.5 hours. So
I'm so
here we go.
sorry.
Let's commit to it now. No, but what was your experience there? Like, what all did you see and do? Like, what was cool that you saw?
Well,
Did
'cause
you try
I
the
went
Mexican
to
food?
kind of experience what I would have experienced because I studied Japanese for a little while.
Oh, okay.
And my friend actually carried it on so far that she got to do her year abroad.
Wow.
So I basically just went to Tsukuba University, which is like, I don't know, 45 minutes outside of Tokyo. So we just did that. It was really nice. We like ate at really cheap restaurants all the time. Like
Wow.
got curry every day. It was really nice. We hung out with a lot of Americans because they were all like studying with Jess. So
That's cool.
it was a really fun time. We didn't get to do much of Tokyo because like money restraints and stuff. But
Yeah.
we went. I went to Animate. It was fun.
Cool.
I bought some Persona stuff.
Very cool. Is that somewhere you'd like to go back to, or are you just like, no, I'm good?
Yeah, I would really like to go back to Japan.
Yeah.
Like, there's things that I wish that I could have done more of. Like, I would have gone and seen a Takarazuka show if I could have done. It's like all-female theatre, if you've seen that.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't.
Oh, it's cool. I really like it.
I went to
Um,
sumo wrestling one time. But that was not.
Oh, really?
That was not women. That was men.
Yeah, usually.
Um,
No, yeah, there's things I'd like to do there, and like I speak some Japanese, so I'd like to go there and like test my skills again, I guess. But
That's cool. Can you say something in Japanese now?
what would you want me to say?
I don't know. Just something cool. I don't know. Something impressive.
It's too much pressure. I can't do it on the spot.
Say, here in the United Kingdom, we don't have sweaters. We have jumpers.
Oh God, I'm gonna mess this up so bad, but like, Igiris de, スウェッターがないの、ジャンパーがあります。
This is awesome.
That's awful. I'm just mixed two kind of.
Can you say, no, I got a better idea, just in the theme of things. Can you say something in tribute to Martin Luther King in Japanese? Just like, I respect Martin Luther King and I pay tribute to him. What an amazing man. He equal rights
You know
for
what?
all, you know?
I literally don't know any words like that. I can't do tribute
Oh my-
or respect. I can't even remember respect. That's awful.
Just say, I love you, Martin Luther King. I hope to meet you someday. You know?
Oh
Something
my
like that.
God. Martin Luther King すごいな人. Oh. That's so awful.
It's weird. You
What
don't
do you want me
sound,
to say? I can't
you don't
remember.
sound British
No, not
while
at
you
all.
speak Japanese. It's like you become Japanese for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Really?
you do.
I'm
Yes.
glad you think that, because I just sound awful to myself.
If I try to speak Japanese, I sound like a little freak, but you sound like a genuine like Japanese girl when you talk in that, and then as soon as you're done, you're British again. It's weird. It's like shapeshifting stuff.
Good. I'm glad I gave that impression.
If you could eat one Japanese food with Martin Luther King, what would you pick?
Definitely curry rice.
Yeah. What was the best thing you ate there in Japan, period?
Okay, embarrassingly, I'm going to say that I literally had curry rice every single day.
What?
It was cheap and it was delicious, and I just didn't care. I just wanted that.
Yeah, there were a bunch of times in Japan where there was a place nearby or a stand near Tokyo Game Show that had the most delicious pork tonkatsu, like fried pork with curry and rice and all that stuff.
Sounds so good.
And they would just cook. They had it in a big ass pot next to them, and like or whatever. They were cooking it outside,
Was
whatever.
like a stand like outside
Wow.
the...
Yeah.
So it's like the hot dogs and like E3 and stuff.
Sure,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. And it was funny because I was at Tokyo Game Show. I had meetings and stuff that I went to and met up with people, whatever. And so many times people there would get me lunch. Hey man, got this for you.
Yeah.
And it would be like, there's Subways in Japan. They would get me like a Subway sandwich or, hey, we have pizza. And I would always go like, oh, thanks. And make it look like I ate it. And then I'd go, well, thank you. And then I'd go out by myself, find that cart, and just hide somewhere and be like, oh my God, this tonkatsu. Oh. I would always sneak away, even if they like gave me, it was just like, oh yeah, thanks man, I'll hang on to this. And just, yeah. Because I didn't want to eat
Like a
pizza
little
while I was in
sordid
Japan.
curry.
What's that?
Like a little sordid curry, sort of. Like
Curry
hiding in the
salted!
bush, like,
Curry salted!
curry salted!
Yes. But anyway, so that's what I did. I ate by myself about 1 billion times. There was a Outback Steakhouse next to the convention center,
You get a
and
bourbon ice in
every
Japan.
night they would want to meet there. Like, there'd be people who wanted to meet up there, and it was like, cool, I'll go. And I would get some little thing and act like I was full. Oh, thanks, yeah, all right, everybody. And then after dinner was over, I'd be like, okay. And then I'd go find, like,
Time for real food.
yeah, I'd go to pepper lunch.
I'm really sorry, my dad is like shouting at me.
Oh, that's fine. I'll let you go. If you need to go,
I'm sorry. I'll just unplug this iPad and go downstairs. I'm sorry, Dad.
What just happened?
He's really mad. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I think it's
Can we talk to him?
it's late.
No. He's really mad.
Oh
I'm
shit!
sorry. Oh god, my mum's ironing down here. Didn't even
Oh
know.
Oh
no!
no, it's
Ah, it's loud
Put
everywhere.
that, you can't put that on. We'll smooth things over.
we will.
Sorry, what did you say?
Shit, what's going on, dude?
I think
we
I'm in
just-
trouble.
We just stumbled
Oh,
into some
we got you in
drama.
trouble, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's okay.
Is the family still sorted?
They're sorted.
Okay,
good.
thank God.
Did you hear that?
God,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
he's mad. Dude, he sounded I don't know what your family persuasion is, but I could barely hear him. He sounded Russian.
Yeah, they're pretty angry. I'm in the kitchen.
Are you in like a kitchen at a restaurant?
No, we've got I don't know why the washing machine is on at like 6 in the morning, but apparently that's
Oh,
what
it's
we
6
do.
in the morning. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm in trouble.
Oh.
oh.
Well, I'm sorry to do that.
No, I'm sorry. It's my fault for calling in. So
Well, it's all good. Well, we'll let you deal with all that regardless. But once again, it was great talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm horrendously embarrassed. I'm sorry.
No.
No. Don't be embarrassed. It's all good.
I yelled out much on the phone.
Just call in next time. We'll talk Star Wars. We'll talk jumpers.
Sounds good.
But for right now, we'll let your dad's probably gonna beat you, so we'll let that happen.
That'll be fine. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
thank
much.
you.
We'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Salted. Goodbye, Rachel.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Bye.
That got weird. That got sketchy
That did.
by the end.
Right near the end.